cold day. Temperature in the 30s here. First game of a doubleheader. The women will play later today. Rutgers women off to a great start. We'll take on St. Joseph later on this afternoon. But here it's the men's game, and a big one here for both teams. And the opening face-off controlled by Stony Brook, moving left to right on your screen here in this first quarter. In goal for the Scarlet Knights is Steven Russo, the junior out of Livingston, New Jersey, by way of Cleveland State. He's had an outstanding start to the season, 11.48 goals against average, 53% save percentage, and had a nice game last week despite the fact that the Scarlet Knights lost. Rick, he had 16 saves against Loyola.
Yeah, he's coming into his zone. He's getting comfortable in there. The defense feels they're playing very well around him. He's been more verbal, and right there he shows his ability to put an outlet pass out there. Caleb Pearson took that first shot for Stony Brook, but Russo made the save. Rutgers possession. Here's Ross Scott who fires. That one might have hit the pipe, and it bounces all the way back out. Played there by Cole Daninger, and he flips it across. Rutgers on the attack here. Sprock making a statement early. They got an open man out in front. Doesn't see him.
Owen Mead takes the shot, and the save made by Bollinger. We talked about Bollinger, the outstanding goalkeeper for Stony Brook. 16 saves against Hofstra, the senior out of Sachem East High School.
Yeah, Bollinger is he's fourth in the nation with 15.5 saves per game.
12.11 goals against average, 57% save percentage. Had a career-high 22 saves in a game this season.
Against Brown.
Tough overtime loss for the Seawolves. Here's a shot, score! Stony Brook takes the early lead. Connor Grippy, his fourth goal of the season. And the senior out of Ward Melville High School gives the Seawolves a 1-0 lead.
Well, you see Grippy, he just went down the lane. He went on those hash marks straight down. Got hip to hip. Once you get hip to hip on a defender, there's no way against a short stick that he could defend you, and he just let it go.
So Stony Brook takes the early lead. They go up by a score of 1-0. Here it is one more time.
Right there, you see it. He got ahead of that short stick, and you cannot defend like that. You have to get him ahead of that stick. Second face-off for the game.
Scarlet Knights have struggled in the face-off circle this year.
We'll talk about that elephant in the room as we get going. Good face-off here. Rutgers comes up with the ball.
And Rutgers wins it this time. Palmer Lloyd gets the all-important face-off win there for Rutgers. So good job by Lloyd.
Oh, very important on any face-off, but you need to come up with a face-off after getting scored on. Otherwise, the momentum just swings the other way.
So Rutgers down by a goal. They work it around up top. Sprock flips it over on the right wing. And Mead flips it behind the goal. Here is the shot. It hit the pipe again. Rutgers has hit two pipes early on. That shot taken by Ross Scott.
Right now, Bollinger is looking at those pipes and saying thank you.
Well, his team has a 1-goal lead, and Stony Brook sets up here. Tom Hahn is number 22, a senior, another kid out of Sachem North High School, all-conference player.
I was as a former coach of 30 years or so at Sachem, I went into the locker room just to introduce myself to those young men and congratulate them on the career they're having. Again, dodging, got a top side.
Stony Brook works it around behind the goal. Good ball movement here by the Seawolves. There's a shot, scored just underneath the crossbar. Caleb Pearson, his 11th goal of the season, and the sophomore out of British Columbia gives Stony Brook a 2-0 lead.
Well, they moved the ball real well here, and they found the open man. He had his hands free and took that left-handed shot.
So a great start for Stony Brook as they go up by 2 goals. And we're just a little over 3 minutes gone by in the first quarter.
That's Pearson's 11th goal of the season. He leads the team now with 11 goals.
Another big face-off here. Stony Brook out of the America East Conference. They're picked only 4th in the preseason poll, which is hard to imagine, really. This is a talented team. Last year, regular season champs.
It's good to see that Rutgers won 2 out of the 3 faceoffs so far. That's a good sign for Rutgers.
Cole Daniger makes a nice stutter step move, flips it behind the goal.
Open.
Here's a wraparound, but the ball slips out of the stick. And a loose ball picked up by Rutgers. So Rutgers gets it back. Good job by Sherlin Beatties there to keep it alive.
Sherlin Beatties, you don't often see him lose the ball like that. He went to shoot and just dropped the ball.
But then he came back and kept it alive, which was a good play by him. Here is Rutgers working it around.
And the shot clock was reset because Stony Brook picked up the ball and had possession.
Scarlet Knights are down by 2. Trying to get their offense in gear. Tommy Coyne, the junior, is one of those players who's trying to ignite things. He only has 1 goal so far this season, which is unlike him. But here
what a
he
shot.
scores! On cue, Coyne scores!
We were talking about it prior to this game. Tommy Cohn comes into this game. He was the 4th leading scorer coming into this game from last year. And this year he's only had 1 goal. And Rutgers was just hoping that he could start getting hot, and maybe that's a good sign of things to come.
Tommy Coyne, his 2nd goal of the season. Well, maybe Tommy heard us up here in the press box as he gets it going.
Got him a little mojo.
Right on cue, he rifles it in. And that's a big goal as it cuts the deficit to 1. Stony Brook has a 2-1 lead with 10:46 remaining in the first.
Expect a high-scoring game here. We already have 3 goals into this first quarter.
And that's
with holding ball from play. It'll be Rutgers ball. So violation by Stony Brook.
Rutgers has it. Scarlet Knights with an opportunity to tie it up. Ross Scott flips it back outside, and now way up top is Coyne. He comes across to Sprock. Sherlin Beatties has not had many touches early on. He kind of floats in front of the goal now. He was behind the net. There's a shot that bounces wide, but picked up by Rutgers behind the goal. It's Mullins. Mullins comes back outside to Gallagher.
I'm very surprised that Stony Brook is defending Sprock with a short stick after the success he had last week. Sprock already had a great shot here earlier.
Sprock tries to feed it to Sherlin Beatties in front of the goal, but it goes wide. But Scott there to pick it up.
I think that Rutgers is going to test this short stick again with Sprock. He's going to drive, throw across his body, get it to the next man. Good look in. Sherlin Beatties in trouble in the middle there.
And double teamed and good defense by Stony Brook as the Seawolves were able to knock it away.
Seawolves did a real nice job collapsing on the crease and putting 2 men on Sherlin Beatties.
Stony Brook sets it up here. David Mealy Estrella up top, sophomore out of North Babylon. Hear a lot of Long Island locations for these Stony Brook players. It is almost basically a Long Island all-star team.
Absolutely. They have, out of 48 players on their roster, Luke, 27 of them are from Long Island. And also their coach is from Long Island. We'll talk a little bit about that later. First-year coach Anthony Gilardi.
Tom Hahn spins around and gets cut off. Good defense there by Masessa, who, by the way, is the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week.
Turnover by Stony Brook.
Yeah, Rutgers has possession, and Garrett Bullitt.
Garrett Bullitt, one of the returning defenders that was started last year. It's basically a new defense for Rutgers.
8.5 remaining in the first quarter. Rutgers trails 2-1.
Rutgers has not fired on all cylinders right now on offense. Even though they got a goal, I think they'd like to move this ball a little bit more fluently.
Back up top, this is Peterson. He comes over to Gallagher. Rutgers works it around. Still plenty of time, 35 seconds on the shot clock. Scott to Sherlin Beatties.
Well, Stony Brook doubles early, but they slide to pick up the adjacent open man. Sherlin Beatties backhands it, looks across.
Comes up top, but it's knocked away, trying to find Sanguinetti on the far side. Now you're down to 15 on the shot clock, so Rutgers needs to put the pedal to the metal here a little bit. Here's Mullins, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Mullins feeds in front, shot scored, Sherlin Beatties. Great look by Mullins.
Well, the key to that was Mullins had him at X. He had a short stick on him. He could take his time, and there's no doubt who he's looking for here. He's looking for Adam Sherlin Beatties on that crease. I'm surprised Adam was that open.
Sherlin Beatties, his 10th goal of the season. And for Kieran Mullins, assist number 8.
Yeah, he's got radar. He could probably pass that ball to Adam Sherlin Beatties blindfolded. They just know where each other is at all times.
So Rutgers ties the game at 2. Stony Brook scored the first 2. Scarlet Knights have answered with 2 consecutive goals. 7:33 remaining in the first quarter.
Well, Rutgers is 3-1 on a faceoff, and that's real good news for Rutgers right now.
You see that wind there, Rick? Look at the uniform on Austin Deskowitz. You can see it blowing in the wind there. That is a stiff wind down there on the field.
Oh, baby. Yeah, you got that right. That could become a factor later on.
And it is blowing right to left on your screen. The flag's at the far end of the stadium, blowing towards the left end zone. And the temperature, as we said, in the 30s, but it feels a lot colder than that with that wind.
I mean, the officials are dressed like the Nook of the North. Good face off there for Stony Brook. They come down, they're pushing the ball behind. This is one of the things Rutgers wants to do. If they lose the face-off, they want to ride hard in the defensive end. And you can see it right now. They're going to give Stony Brook a little bit of a ride here.
Is Danny Cassidy looking to get it across? They haven't gotten it across yet.
Remember, they have 80 seconds, but 20 seconds to clear the ball.
And I don't think they did.
That's exactly what Rutgers want to do. Want to ride, push, and now they got transition going.
Here's an opportunity. Scott puts the brakes on, brings it back outside. The shot clock was at 61 when that whistle was blown, so he went out of bounds, but almost it was a violation from the shot clock.
Yeah. And that's game plan right there.
Here's Daniger.
Good look.
Flips it behind the goal. Good ball movement. Rutgers.
Over the top.
Sprock.
Oh, nice defense. Knocked it down. Never got to the goal, Lou.
No, it was knocked down in front. And here comes Stony Brook on a fast break. Quickly, the Seawolves bring it up.
Bollinger also has a great outlet pass in the goal for Stony Brook. You saw how fast that ball got down the field that time.
Hey, Rutgers did a good job defensively to get back there. Stony Brook looked like they had a fast break opportunity, but Rutgers was able to peel back on defense.
They got him on the substitution here.
This is Wayne White who flips it behind the goal.
Yeah, Wayne White, number 12 for Stony Brook, is probably their fastest, quickest midfielder out there.
Up top it comes Matt Anderson. Here's a shot that goes wide.
So that shot clock stays at 43. It was not touched by the goalie or hit the cage, so 43 seconds left to go here.
It's a 2-2 game. Less than 6 minutes left in the first. Tom Hahn flips it, and Stony Brook carries behind the goal.
Two-man game from behind.
Corey
nice defense there.
Van Genhoven wearing number 40 had to dish it off. Rutgers has done a good job on him defensively.
Yeah, Rutgers had to push out a little bit more on top. They got caught down.
So only 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Here's Van Genhoven, takes the shot. It's high, goes up over the crossbar. And Rutgers will have possession. Pretty good defensive sequence there by the Scarlet Knights.
Easy clear for Rutgers right here.
Up ahead, Bobby Russo. And Rutgers sets up. Ross Scott had an opening for just a moment, but
good decision there.
Good
that would have been a 12, 13-yard shot from an angle.
And Stony Brook able to slide over and cause him to pull it back. Comes back outside. This is Joe Peterson.
Yeah, I'm very impressed by Stony Brook's ability to slide after doubling the ball or playing the ball.
Scott is behind the goal. Makes a nice spin move.
There's your double. And you see that they're defending well out front, sliding to the adjacent men. Rutgers is going to have to move the ball much quicker on those doubles.
Peterson takes the shot and airmailed that one way up high over the crossbar.
Yeah, he was checked down the delivery there. 23 seconds on the shot clock.
Sanguinetti has his shot blocked. Good defensive play by Stony Brook.
Yeah, Sanguinetti really hung that stick, and the recovery check was easy.
Nice play by Harrison Matsuka, senior out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, playing for Stony Brook.
Yeah, each of these teams have 2 or 3 Canadian players
See,
on their roster.
With an opportunity to take the lead here. We're tied at 2. 3:50 remaining here in the first quarter.
So Stony Brook is a very balanced offense, as we mentioned earlier on the opening of the broadcast, Lou. You know, last week they beat Hofstra 14-11, and 11 different players scored for Stony Brook. And here's a shot. Nice save.
It whistles wide of the goal, taken by Chris Piquel Jr.
Yeah, Russo got a piece of that. Shot clock was reset to 80. We got an invert here, short stick behind on short stick.
Mike McCannell has it here for Stony Brook. He draws a double team, comes back to Hahn. Hahn looking for a cutter in front.
Looking to pick on the crease.
Owen Mead picks up Vangenhoven. Vangenhoven wraps around and fires it high.
Yeah, Vangenhoven, he's not shy on shooting. Rutgers going to have to be aware of where he is at all times. He's going to take shots.
3 minutes even left of the first quarter. We are tied at 2. This big tri-state battle between Stony Brook and Rutgers. Series history, Scarlet Knights lead at 6-5. First meeting since 2017 here. Rutgers won 17-14 in that game. Kieran Mullins had a hat trick. There's a shot, score! Stony Brook takes the lead, and the Seawolves go up by 1.
That's Mike McCannell. I believe that's his first goal of the season.
McCannell pops one in, hits the back of the net.
And again, back to a balanced offense. There's a young man who hasn't been scoring. It's his 5th goal of the season. Hasn't been scoring a whole lot, but 3 different scorers already for Stony Brook.
So the Seawolves grab the lead. They're up 3-2. 2:38 remaining in the first.
Tie up here at X. Drew back.
All important ground ball picked up by Stony Brook. Good play there by Danny Cassidy.
A nice stick there. Put the ball on the ground. Put a stick on the ground rather. Got that ball. Picked it up, threw it back. Rutgers rides hard.
Seawolves do get it across. Carried up ahead here by Amelia Estrella. And we tick down towards the 2-minute mark remaining in the first. Stony Brook with a 3-2 lead.
Stony Brook stacking away from the ball, trying to create space. Now they'll balance out.
Vangenhoven comes to Armitage. This is Noah Armitage who takes the shot, and it bounces wide. Russo might have gotten a piece of that.
He did, because it's reset on the clock.
Minute 30 remaining. White shoots in once again. Russo got his stick on it.
So they're doing, Stony Brook is doing a lot of inverting. They're taking the middies are taking the ball behind. Oh, we got a little pushing and shoving on the crease here. Middies are taking the ball behind and challenging short sticks. There's a switch right there.
Armitage behind the goal. Receiving some stiff stick checks there from Cole Daniger.
Rutgers defense is going to have to adjust to this offense of bringing these short sticks behind. It's a matchup right there.
And there's a shot and score. Noah Armitage a freshman out of British Columbia, gives Stony Brook a 2-goal lead.
Again, they're moving the ball well. You got to get a stick on. You got to match up with him. Yeah. You see right there. You see Russo telling him you got to push out on him. You can't just stand next to him. You got to push out on him and challenge him on that shot.
So the Seawolves grab a 2-goal lead. It's been kind of an odd first quarter. In fact, that Stony Brook scored the first 2, Rutgers scored the next 2, then Stony Brook scored 2 again.
You saw a shot there looking at Brian Brecht. He's not happy with what he sees. Right there, you see Danager standing right there, never even challenged him. Maybe he wasn't sure where the ball was.
Final minute of play, quarter number 1, and Stony Brook with a 2-goal lead. Rutgers able to pick up the ground ball off of the face-off. So Scarlet Knights do have possession, and Owen Mead flips it on the near side. Ross Scott goes behind the goal to Mullins. Kieran Mullins been somewhat quiet here in this first quarter. He does have an assist. That beautiful feed to Sherlin Beatties.
32 seconds left in the quarter.
Down to 25 seconds.
Pass through.
Gallagher
pass away.
Here's Sprock. Takes the shot and sidewinds it.
16 seconds. The ball will be placed in from out of bounds from behind. Scott Ross with the ball. He's coming around.
He shoots it. It's deflected in front.
Another pipe.
Rutgers possession, 8 seconds. Let's see if the Scarlet Knights can get a shot off. Here's Sherlin Beatties. He wraps around, tries to go up over his shoulder, and Bollinger got a piece of it, and that ends the quarter. Good first quarter for Stony Brook. They're fired up as they greet their teammates coming off the field. The score after 1, Stony Brook 4, Rutgers 2 on BTN Plus. Stony Brook, a very strong first quarter. Seawolves have a 2-goal lead on the road here at SHI Stadium.
A little scrum going here. Usually we'll get a push. Oh, nicely done.
Rutgers picks it up. That's a good job by Palmer Lloyd.
Oh, look at this. We got numbers.
Mullins feeds it left wing, and Ross Scott fires wide.
That's one he'd like to have back. Nicely pushed by Rutgers offense there. That's what we're used to seeing from the Rutgers offense.
Rutgers does have possession.
You can see Dave Sprock going very high, receiving that ball, then challenging. You'll see the slide here. There's your double. Now they have to move the ball quickly.
Plenty of time on the shot clock, 40 seconds. Here's Coyne as one of the 2 Rutgers goals here today.
Look inside.
Sherlin Beatties, not quite sure what he was doing there.
A little hoop-de-doo there.
Nice spin, and then at the end of the spin, though, he just kind of like scooped
right
the
there.
ball
he
out.
Scoops. He doesn't have the lefty shot, so he'll just backhand it. That's not going to get a reset on the clock. Again, Sprock challenging from up top, drawing the double, makes the pass. But Stony Brook slides very well off of that double.
Down to 10 seconds now on the shot clock.
Sherlin Beatties with a short stick on him.
Yeah, he's behind the goal now, spins away, makes a great move,
and
scores. What a move by Sherlin Beatties. And that's a highlight reel goal there.
I'll tell you what, that is made in heaven. You see a matchup like that? Sherlin Beatties' eyes, they were big as an elephant right there.
The great spin to get some room. He was covered well, but then spun away, got room to shoot, and then went up over the shoulder under the crossbar.
Oh, he knows it. He's pumped up.
And I'm Sherlin Beatties. Great goal there. Of course, if you haven't watched any of the games so far this year, we mentioned earlier this season coming back from the injury last year, 47 goals, 14 assists. 2016, he was the Big Ten Freshman of the Year, then injured 2 straight years, 17 and 18. Well, what a comeback he made last year. 3rd all-time Rutgers single-season record for goals with 47.
Yeah, he's been here so long, I think in 3 years he's eligible for Social Security. Stony Brook comes up with the ball.
Well, Rutgers down by a goal. It's 4-3, and Stony Brook their first possession here of this second quarter.
I take that back. He can't get Social Security. He's Canadian. So, well. There's the ball right there, pushed out front. Let's see if Stony Brook continues to match up with the short sticks behind. Let's see if they take it, throw it back to X, and then try to get their matchups.
Kind of grippy, flips it to Van Genhoven. He's got it here. Van Genhoven.
Oh, nice takeaway check there.
Excellent defense
Stony
there.
Brook fortunate to get that, huh, Lou?
Garrett Bullitt, great job. Here's a bouncing shot that goes up high and out, and Rutgers will have possession. Bullitt.
Oh, they got numbers here.
Want an outlet up ahead to Daninger.
Daninger asked the defender to move wide, and we're getting a shot here.
Sherlimbides, his second straight goal. So Adam Sherlimbides ties the game at 4. He goes back and he...
That's why he's the captain.
Yeah,
Lou.
it meets his defenders, Garrett Bullitt, but Bullitt to Daninger. Bullitt is responsible for that goal. That was a great outlet pass.
And Sherlimbides was the first guy to say, hey, Bullitt, baby, you picked up the ball, you made it happen. That's the sign of a leader.
So one captain to another. Sherlimbides and Bullitt, both captains on this Rutgers team. And we are tied at 4 with 12:23 remaining here in the second quarter. And so that trend continues. 2 goals by Rutgers, 2 by Stony Brook, 2 by Rutgers, 2 by Stony Brook, and now Rutgers answers with 2.
And 2 by Sherlimbides.
That's exactly right.
A well-timed check there by Rutgers. Let's see who comes up with that. Nice play by Rutgers on that sideline.
Scarlet Knights, and a good check, though, delivered from behind by Stony Brook. And you've got a mad scrum for that loose ball. It's still on the ground and finally picked up by the Seawolves.
You can see this game is picked up a little bit in intensity, Lou.
So Stony Brook a chance to recapture the lead. 11:45 remaining here in this first half. Good game here between these two rivals.
And Wayne White, very quick. See his first move, nice dodge, and he gets going.
Seawolves carry behind the goal. This is Tom Hahn, who spins, tries to take a shot. It's knocked away.
Nice.
Look at that check. That check by Steven Russo, the goalkeeper, who came over and whacked the ball away, and a timeout is called.
That was a good timeout called by Stony Brook. That was a possession timeout. As soon as Stony Brook picked up the ball, they knew they were going to lose it, so they called timeout.
11:13 remaining, second quarter. A spirited game here so far. Rutgers and Stony Brook tied at 4 on BTN Plus. Back here at Rutgers, Scarlet Knights and Stony Brook tied at 4. Rutgers with 4 goals, and Adam Sherlimbides has 3 of them. A hat trick for the Rutgers captain. 3 goals on 5 shots. It's a pretty efficient start to the game.
He's a great shooter. You'll see right here, Mullins finds him on the crease. He's well covered. He still gets the ball in. Right here, great matchup. He sees the matchup, short stick, inside roll, buries it. On transition, he shoots it low.
Stony Brook possession with 11 minutes remaining in the first half, and the Sea Wolves a chance to regain the lead here. Garrett Bullitt defensively behind the goal. Does a good job on Vangenhoven, and Vangenhoven shoots it wide. He hasn't had a lot of open shot opportunities. Certainly Rutgers defense is keying on him, their best defenders.
And if you watch Lou, he goes to X, he just dodges, comes to the right, and shoots from the right side. And they haven't been great shots so far.
And Garrett Bullitt again in the passing lane.
Oh, that's dangerous.
In front. And Rutgers able to pick it up. Hustle play by Owen Mead.
Rutgers has numbers.
Scarlet Knights bring it up. Sherlin Beatties on the right wing. Goes behind the goal to Mullins. Ross Scott trying to circle around.
Open shot.
Up top to Sprock, who shoots it wide. It'll be Rutgers possession. 53 seconds on the shot clock.
Stony Brook very quick to cover Sprock. Trying not to create much room for him coming off a hot game last week. See it right here again, Lou. He's going to dodge. They're going to slide, or they just showed there. No need to slide when he's out that wide.
Here's a shot save made by Bollinger. Got his stick on it.
Yeah, not a great angle on that shot. Not a great take.
Bollinger carrying way out here for Stony Brook.
And again, like I said, Lou, Rook is very good from the goal line to the midfield line riding.
Bollinger, a long pass up the field, able to find the stick there of Corey Vangenhoven.
Stony Brook actually created a pick down on their offensive end to get a man free for that clear. Nice job by Stony Brook. Instead of standing there going, hey, we're not open, pick to get open. Very smart move by Stony Brook on that clear.
Connor Grippy.
Rutgers pressed way outside on defense.
Sprock on Grippy. Inside 30 on the shot clock now. Here's Hahn making a couple of spin moves, but Massessa right on him.
Oh, inside there. He had an open man, but a bad pass.
McCannell was trying to hit Kaschak.
10 on the shot clock, Lou.
Vangenhoven takes the shot. Save made by Russo.
Yeah, that ain't going to get it done. I know he thought there was not a lot of time on that shot clock, but you have to get a better take than that. Push comes to shove. Throw it out of bounds. Don't take a shot like that at a goalie and let him take it and have the ability to throw it upfield and get caught in transition.
8 minutes left, second quarter. We are tied at 4.
Here comes a shot.
And a save made by Bollinger. Again with the stick, he went up high.
Yeah, but Peterson never changed planes on that. He shot it right into his stick. I mean, Bollinger didn't even have to move his stick. If you're going to shoot, your hands are free from the outside. You know, go high, go low, shoot it opposite. Don't shoot it right into the right-handed stick of the goalie.
So again, Stony Brook with possession. They do get it across. And now a timeout. No, offside.
Yep.
Offside called. So Stony Brook turns it over.
That's what happens when you ride quickly like that, Lou. To try to clear the ball, a lot of times you'll go off sides. The clearing team.
So Rutgers with possession. Scarlet Knights trying to grab the lead. Owen Mead double teamed. Kieran Mullins with possession. A couple of tough stick checks there from Michael Sabella.
Good slide there by Stony Brook, a good double.
Somehow, Ross Scott was able to keep his feet, but then the ball pops out of there and Stony Brook the other way.
Scott Ross, a freshman, last week was his first start. And he's going to make some freshman moves like that. I mean, he saw that double. He recognized it, but if you're gonna turn outside away from the double, you have to do it a lot quicker and keep that stick tight.
McCannell hands off to Grippy, and McCannell gets it back. Stony Brook can take the lead. We're tied at 4.
This is what Stony Brook was doing earlier in the first quarter, bringing in middies behind, short stick matchups, and then moving the ball.
Hahn comes back the other way, circles around, gives to Grippy. Grippy picked up by Garrett Bullitt, and that pass knocked away. Ball loose on the ground, still loose.
How did Stony Brook come up with that? Oh boy, they got a shot here.
Shot goes wide.
10 on the clock, Lou.
Matt Anderson took that shot. So Stony Brook has to hurry here inside 10 seconds on the shot clock. Van Genhoven shoots it wide again.
It's like cookie cutter shooting. Same move. Little dip step left, come up high right, take that shot from a wide angle. He's going to have to vary that if he's going to have any success today.
And Stony Brook just tosses it out as the shot clock expires. So 5:26 remaining, counting down here, second quarter. Still tied at 4. Rutgers has not had the lead in this game. Scarlet Knights trying to get that go-ahead goal. Here's Sprock up top.
Sprock looking from the side, just sweeping right to left.
Here's a shot.
Oh, nice shot! That's a goal.
They say no.
I gotta believe that's a goal.
Yeah, it is. There it is. Okay, there's the goal call. Initially, the official did not make the call.
Yeah, you see it right here. That was buried. Right there. Guess who?
It's number 6, Tommy Coyne.
You got it right.
And his second goal of the game. He came into the game with only 1 goal.
Somebody woke that guy up this morning.
His third of the season. He gives Rutgers the lead. Scarlet Knights go up 5-4. The ball bounced out immediately, and the officials did not make a call. And so Stony Brook just ran over and picked up the loose ball. And then finally, the one official came in and raised his arms.
Yeah. Well, from this angle, there was no doubt about it. But we got a pretty good angle from here, Lou.
Well, Rutgers out shooting Stony Brook 22-16, and now in the lead 5-4. So the Seawolves trail for the first time today. Rutgers picks up the ground ball off the faceoff.
You're going to press here.
Cole Daniger races up. He fires it wide. RU keeps possession.
4:40 left to go in the quarter. Rutgers gets their first midfield in.
Here's Sprock. David Sprock, the sophomore out of Dallas, Texas. Flips it.
Got hung up.
Scott comes back outside.
See right there, Lou, when they passed that ball behind and nobody was on Scott, he chose his side too early. He should step back there, take his time. There's plenty of time on the shot clock. And just try to find the open man from X.
Nice spin by Gallagher, but good
Should double.
defense.
Gallagher fortunate to get it out. Good look inside!
Oh, Mullins with a great pass. Mullins to Ross Scott, who buries it, and Rutgers goes up by 2.
Yeah, he has 2 first names. It's Scott Ross. That was a great look. Great look. Good ball movement there. You'll see that Mullins, once he gets that ball behind, he knows he has to keep his head up. And what's great here for you young players, watch. He doesn't look directly at the man he's passing to. Great camouflage. Right here, he's looking. He's not even looking at the man directly. He's looking down the field. Scott, wide open, puts it in.
And Rutgers, Stony Brook calls a timeout, and Rutgers cheers on the sideline. They have rallied here. and they have a 2-goal lead. Timeout on the field, 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. Piscataway with 3:50 remaining in the second quarter. And again, Rutgers, loose ball, still loose on the ground. Let's see who comes up with it. It's Rutgers, nope, Stony Brook able to pick it off. Amelia Estrella.
Stony Brook making their subs here, trying to get their first middies on. It's not going to be a last possession, obviously, with 3:23 left to go and 63 on the shot clock. But Stony Brook really wants to come up with a good possession here, offensive possession, and get shot off.
Caleb Pearson flips it off to Armitage, and here's Pearson up top. He has one of the Stony Brook goals. Down to 40 seconds on the shot clock. And Vangenhoven.
Is that matchup again?
Here's a shot. Save made by Russo. Nice save by Russo. Again, got it with the stick. And he outlets the bullet. Owen Mead gets it across.
Russo had 16 saves against Loyola. He's the Big Ten Specialist of the Week with a .563 save percentage. He's doing a great job in the KH for Rutgers this season.
Here's Kieran Mullins.
Rutgers subbing their short stick on, taking their defensive player off.
2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first half.
Ryan Gallagher challenging.
Gallagher got a step there momentarily.
There's that pass again.
Mullins the Sprock, and he fires it up high.
Good look, good take.
25 seconds on the shot clock. 1:50 left in the quarter.
Plenty of time on the clock. Sprock challenging. He's going to pass it back to X. Little pick action going there.
Mullins reverses his direction.
He had a Rutgers sideline screaming. They know that's under 10 seconds left to go. They're going to have to get a shot off here.
Coyne fires high, and that's a violation. Good defensive sequence by Stony Brook. 1:26 left.
Got a timeout. Not sure who took the timeout here.
So here's a timeout on the field. 1:26 remaining first half. Rutgers up by 2. Scarlet Knights lead 6-4 on BTN Plus. The Knights.
So Stony Brook called a timeout. I don't know what that situation was about, but they're going to have to clear the ball now. Rutgers going to try to ride hard.
They do get across. Now,
oh, no, that's not good.
Flag flies. We'll have our first penalty of the game. It's been a penalty-free first half up to this point.
Yeah, Mullins got a slash, I believe. He went to swipe that stick and missed and wound up on Stony Brook's chest. So now what you have here is 50 seconds on the shot clock, 58 and a quarter. Stony Brook's going to hold that ball, I believe, or try to, so that they don't have to face off coming in after the half. Let's see what their strategy will be.
So Stony Brook, Connor Grippy with possession.
No, they're going to have to take a shot here, Lou. It's 24 and there's a 5-second differential on the clock. They're going to have to take a shot. So they're going to work for a shot here.
But of course there's a delayed penalty,
right.
So they'll have...
It's a free shot.
They'll have possession. Here is the shot, and it goes wide, and now the penalty will be enforced with 13.9 seconds remaining.
Now they'll probably hold the ball. So if you wind up with the ball possession, with a flag down, with a penalty situation, and the quarter expires, you get possession at the start of the next quarter. It is a slash.
And it is the first man-up advantage of the game for Stony Brook. A 1-minute penalty. But, of course, Stony Brook will just ride out the end of this quarter. And then they'll as Rick mentioned, have possession to start the second half.
Yeah, I watched the Stony Brook Hofstra game last week. There were 13 penalties total in that game. No flow.
But lots of flow in this one, and a good one as we hit the half. Rutgers has a 2-goal lead, outscoring the Seawolves 4-0 in the second quarter. Our score at halftime, Rutgers 6, Stony Brook 4. Second half upcoming on BTN+. Rutgers looking for victory number 3 on the season. After winning their first 2, dropping the next 2, and Stony Brook coming in at 3-1. And remember, due to the penalty, Stony Brook has possession here to start the second half.
Lou, I think they have 43 seconds on that. 47 seconds.
Down to 35 seconds now on the penalty, and the ball thrown away. Stony Brook possession still. Let's see if they can get a shot off here.
Rutgers is 5th in man-down defense. Very good man-down defense. On the other hand, Stony Brook has scored 7 on 22 attempts. There it is.
And there is the shot. They score on the man-up situation. Mike McCannell puts it in. So Stony Brook able to capitalize, and they draw it to within 1.
So Stony Brook scores their 8th extra man goal on 23 opportunities.
In that first half, Rutgers had outshot Stony Brook 24-20. They also won 7 of the 12 face-offs, so good job by Rutgers in the face-off circle. And Palmer Lloyd will try to win another one here for Rutgers. 6-5 is the score. Stony Brook breaks the 4-goal unanswered streak by the Scarlet Knights.
So just like that, Lou, we're back to a 1-goal game, just seconds into the third quarter.
And Lloyd able to knock it away. Ball still loose on the ground. Let's see. It's still on the ground, and Rutgers, Sherlin Beatties still hasn't been able to pick it up. Looked like he was going to scoop it there for a second.
Wow, look at this.
And he does get it, and he fires it wide.
Great ground ball, boxing out. He just used his big body to box out the defender going for the ground ball. Rutgers comes up with the ball with 70 seconds left on the shot clock.
By the way, we should mention Adam Sherlin Beatties scored his 100th goal in the first half, his 100th career goal. He's only 11th Scarlet Knight to accomplish that feat.
It's quite an accomplishment.
Here's a shot. Score! Coyne with his 3rd goal of the game. Tommy Coyne has the hat trick. He came into the game with just 1 on the season.
I'll tell you, they were just waiting for that sleeping giant to wake up, and he decided to do it today, Lou.
So Coyne with 3, Sherlin Beatties with 3, and Rutgers again has a 2-goal lead. It's 7-5 Scarlet Knights.
See it right here. He just goes right by and takes a great shot. Change the levels from high to low, put that ball in the back of the hoop.
13.5 remaining in the third quarter. And Rutgers once again up by 2. I mentioned the importance of this game today for Rutgers, with 10th ranked Princeton on the road next week, and then 3rd ranked Syracuse coming here the following week. 2 tough games in a row.
Palmer Lloyd coming up with that ball cleanly at the face-off X. I'm real happy for Palmer. I think he was a little down on himself, not having the success he knows he's capable of having, and he's having some good degree of success here today, earlier in this game.
So important for the Scarlet Knights, who have been able to capitalize on their possessions. Rutgers, Sprock fires, and going up the ladder was Bollinger to make the stop.
Yeah, he was one-on-one with Bollinger, but I kind of think, again, you're going to have to take real good shots against this goalie, who's 4th in the nation in saves per game. Bollinger, nice young man from Sachem East. Had the opportunity to speak to him earlier today. He's He's a volunteer firefighter. Does a lot for the community. Quite the young man. There's a shot. Good save.
Russo able to cover it up as he makes the save off Chris Piquel.
He made that look easy, Lou. That is not an easy shot to save. He smothered that ball. He stepped right into it and cut that ball off before it had an opportunity to take advantage of him.
And Russo with a nice outlet pass up ahead to Sprock.
What we got here?
What's the call here?
Not quite sure. He stepped out of bounds.
There's that save one more time by Russo.
Right there. Yeah, beautiful.
But Stony Brook has possession, and we're assuming that the Rutgers player stepped out of bounds on the far side. But
yeah, it certainly wasn't a violation, clock violation. They cleared it in plenty of time.
So here's Wayne White up top for the Seawolves, who trail by 2, 7-5. 11:25 remaining in the third quarter.
Only a 2-goal lead by Rutgers. Stony Brook very used to being down at halftime, Lou. I think out of 2 games they were down. Halftime they won both of them this season.
That's a team that's got plenty of offensive firepower, so able to come from behind. Vangenhoven being checked mightily there by Garrett Bullitt.
Bullitt.
White fires and scores! Wayne White with the goal.
See Wayne White right here. He made a nice change of direction. He went right, and then he just stopped on the dime, came back left, and put it top shelf. You'll see it right here. Quick stop, change of direction. We said it in the beginning of the broadcast. I believe he is the quickest man on that team. Wayne White.
Wayne White, the redshirt junior out of John Glenn High School on Long Island. Coming in with 4 goals and 4 assists. A big one there to cut the deficit to 1. 7-6 Rutgers. Stony Brook not going away, hanging in there with the Scarlet Knights. And now the Seawolves win the face-off. The shot score! Off the fast break, Austin Deskowitz puts it in.
Deskowitz pushes that ball forward, sees nothing but green turf in front of him, between him and the goal, and he just goes to the hoop.
Deskowitz takes it all the way, coast to coast, off the face-off, and Stony Brook has tied the game at 7.
Right there, quick clamp, pick up, nobody slides, or they slid too late. He takes a nice bounce shot, puts it in.
So we've got a brand new game here, all tied at 7, 10:46 remaining in the third quarter. Ricky mentioned Stony Brook's ability to come from behind, and they illustrate it one more time here. Let's see if Rutgers can answer the bell here. Again, Stony Brook wins the faceoff. They get it back to their goalkeeper, Bollinger, and he carries up ahead. Looking for an outlet.
Yeah, Ethan Rawl, long stick midi for Rutgers, faced off on that one and wasn't very successful. And there's a good clear by Stony Brook.
And offside.
Offsides by Stony Brook.
Is the call. Stony Brook does not like the call. Their head coach, Anthony Gallardi. It is first season, by the way, at the helm of Seawolves. Now they've called it off.
It's a good job by the officiating crew. The FAR official. Now, this is a common mistake that happens, thankfully, not too often. But last week, Rutgers playing Loyola was called on the same situation with 4 minutes left to go. And if you look at the tape, Rutgers clearly was not offsides. On the quick whistle, Loyola picks up the ball. Now Rutgers doesn't have the proper men on the field, goes down and scores to win the game. And after reviewing it, the officials were, I guess they acknowledged that fact that it was a bad call, but water under the bridge, it happens.
Stony Brook with possession here, 25 seconds left on the shot clock, 9:45 remaining in the third.
Oh, look inside there. He still has the handle. Where's the ball? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows where the ball is. It comes back outside. Shot goes wide, taken by Connor Grippy. That was kind of an odd play.
We didn't know. The players certainly didn't know.
Grippy knew.
Grippy knew.
There's Hahn.
He's inside.
Fires, and a save made by Russo.
I don't. No.
And then a flag thrown at the tail end of the play. Russo robbed.
They're going to get it for a push into the crease. Not at all. Absolutely not on the replay. What you had is a dive. That was a violation of the dive rule. Maybe that's what the penalty is. The flag is for, not the push. You'll see right here, clearly nobody pushed him, and he dives. You see that circle that they have there, Lou, now? That's new. It's a little arc. You cannot dive into that arc. They did that for a clarification of the dive rule. So you could dive into the crease, but you can't go into that second arc, the smaller one of the two. Now, if they call this a push, that would be not a very good call in my estimation. It should be a violation of the dive. And that's what they're going to call him. Nobody pushed him. Nobody touched him. He clearly dove into that crease untouched. Look at Coach Brecht. He's like, no, wait till you see this. You're going to go home. You're going to watch this. And you're not going to be happy with your own call. But that's an unfortunate situation. Right here, inside roll, clearly nobody's touching him. There's no push there. And he's in the crease in that smaller arc. And it was probably not one of the best calls by that officiating crew. However,
well, they just ran the replay on the big board here.
Yeah, and they looked up at it.
At Rutgers, and the officials were looking up at it.
Yep.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, there's no replay in NCAA lacrosse. Rutgers has to move on from here.
So it is a Stony Brook possession.
You know, they changed that rule to try to help with that call, and it just in real time, in which the officials are seeing it, in real time, it's still a very difficult rule to enforce or to call. It's like the chicken and the egg. Was he pushed in or did he dive in?
So we're all tied at 7. Shots are all tied at 27.
Just trying to straighten out the personnel on the field before they restart. It's going to be a 30-second penalty.
9 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the quarter.
So, Lou, they called it on both. They called the dive against Stony Brook, and they called a push by Rutgers.
Now they have up on the scoreboard, though, a man up for Stony Brook.
Now it's 5-on-4. Oh. 5-on-4.
Here's White, comes back outside. Shot, score! Chris Piquel puts it in, and Stony Brook takes the lead 8-7. Here's the goal one more time.
Right there. Outside, 10-yard shot, puts it low. It's a worm burner. Very hard to save those low to the ground. Now these are non-releasable penalties, I believe. There'll only be 2 up on the midfield to face off. Very important situation here to win a face-off.
Yeah, so there's double penalties up on the board. That would be Patrick Kashok for Stony Brook.
Yeah.
And number 5, of course, is Ross Scott for Rutgers. 42 seconds apiece still left.
Both non-releasable. Simultaneous penalties there. Oh, clean face-off. He's got that green in front of him. He's going to take that shot.
Stony Brook on the run. Here's Hahn trying to get loose up top. Stony Brook has the lead. The Seawolves have stormed back here, and they have an 8-7 advantage. .45 remaining in the third. Caleb Pearson with possession for the Seawolves. He
wraparound shot there.
Took the shot, but it bounced back outside. Picked up by Piquel, who scored that last goal. Here's White who fires it up high, up over the crossbar.
So the Stony Brook penalty and the Rutgers penalty are both released here. He's going to get a shot off. No.
Good defense there by Bobby Russo to knock it away. And now you have a Stony Brook player down. And timeout is called here with 8:17 remaining in the third quarter. Let's see if we can see what happened. You see.
Looks like his knee gave out.
Yeah, that does not look good, Patrick.
Okay, so Rutgers has 70 seconds left to take a shot off that clear. It's been a while since Rutgers had a possession here.
Here's Sprock. Sprock makes a move.
Good defense right there.
Behind the goal. Ross Scott comes back out to Coyne, who's feeling it today, and he bounces that one wide.
Yeah, good dodge, re-dodge. Was able to get a shot off. Good take.
Scott wraps around and has his shot deflected by Michael Sabella. Good defense. Ball's loose on the ground. It goes out, and Stony Brook will have possession.
Yeah, Scott once again showing a freshman kind of situation there where he's forcing the shot on a much-needed possession by Rutgers. I see Shalom Beatty's right there speaking to him, giving him a little fatherly advice.
So Stony Brook up by a goal. Chance to put a little cushion to that lead. Connor Grippy for the Seawolves. Flips it behind the goal to Hahn. Hahn tries to circle around. Being played defensively there by Jared Jean Felix. Good ball movement here by Stony Brook. Comes back up top. Piquel makes a nice move. Fires up high. Still Stony Brook possession. 30 seconds on the shot clock.
Ball gets through. Stony Brook able to maintain possession.
Mike McCannell picked up the ground ball for the Seawolves. Carries up, feeds in front to Grippy, who fell down as he took the shot, and it went wide.
Grippy right on the doorstep there, but was not able to keep his feet under him. Shoots while falling down and creates a situation where he just goes wide.
10 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Good jam check there. Oh, they're going to get him for a cross check.
That shot goes wide.
They're going to get Rutgers on a cross check here.
And a flag is down. It will be a man-up situation for Stony Brook. So another penalty against the Scarlet Knights. And it's the penalty's called on Owen Mead. It's 30 seconds on the cross check.
Well, that's a quick call. I mean, he's right on the field. The official was right next to him, but sometimes the strength of one player dictates that he's going to put a little bit more pressure than it's supposed to be equal pressure, but maybe Owen Mead showed a little bit more of a push there. I'm not sure if they call a push or cross check. It was a push. 30-second penalty.
McCannell up top. 15 on the penalty. McCannell. Here's Piquel, fires it way up high. Airmailed that one.
Yeah, that made it to the river. That went down to the Raritan.
10 seconds on the penalty. 5:44 remaining in the third quarter. It's been all Stony Brook here in the third.
Well, that's what happens when you are extra man.
And Russo makes the save. So Russo, big save there. Rutgers down by a goal. And RU has possession. Robert Marin flips it across back to the goalkeeper, Russo, who dodges a defender. Pretty nice move there by Russo, but then he throws it away.
A little impatience there by Rutgers.
Stony Brook gets it right back. And They carry up quickly. Harrison Matsuka flips it away.
You're right, Lou. Rutgers playing a lot of defense in this quarter. I think they've only had 1 or 2 possessions, and on both of them, they managed to throw the ball away or take bad shots.
Less than 5 minutes left in the third. And as Rutgers owned the second period, Stony Brook has dominated the third. Seawolves with a 1-goal lead. Up top, Piquel. 30 seconds now on the shot clock. It comes back outside. Here's Wayne White.
Again, that first move by White is very quick. Good patience here by Stony Brook. Nice defense by Rutgers. Let's see who's going to come out with this. It's shot wide.
Pearson took the shot. Caleb Pearson goes wide.
15 on the shot clock.
Van Ginhoven being played tough by Bullitt. Van Ginhoven, just 5 on the shot clock. He still has it behind the goal, and he throws it away because the shot clock was expiring.
Stony Brook was very happy to let that 15 seconds expire. They were subbing out with 15 seconds left to go. They were taking their offensive midfield out and putting their defensive midfield in.
So Rutgers possession, Scarlet Knights a chance to tie it. They're down 8-7.
Easy clear by Rutgers on that possession. Let's see if their offense can get something going here. Rutgers subbing out and trying to get their first middies on.
Mullins flips it back outside. Stony Brook's done a terrific job on Kieran Mullins today. He has been quiet. Here's Coyne.
He's quiet as far as scoring, but, you know, everything goes through Kieran Mullins at X. Look at that backdoor feed. That was beautiful as you speak.
We've been pretty lucky today with that.
Holy jumping Joe, that's unbelievable.
Kieran Mullins scores
right
off
there.
the pass from Sprock.
That backdoor feed was precious.
Sprock to Mullins, who puts it in, and the Scarlet Knight likes it.
Yeah, he does.
Rutgers ties the game at 8.
As I was saying, Mullins wasn't scoring, does there. Look at that. He was able to stay outside the crease, maintain his footing. But everything goes through Mullins at X. He's the quarterback of that offense.
That was a great replay. You saw Mullins, after he shot, he looked down at his feet to see if his feet were outside the crease. And, of course, they were.
I think he's enrolled in Ballet 101 here at Rutgers.
We are tied at 8 with 3:13 remaining in the third. Rutgers needed that one.
Violation on Stony Brook. Rutgers picks up the ball on a quick whistle here.
So the Scarlet Knights have it. Brendan Kamish for Rutgers comes on the near side to Ross Scott.
Every year there are 20 seniors that are nominated by the NCAA in each sport, and there's only 20. And Kieran Mullins is one of the 20 players nominated to be considered for the Senior Award. A very prestigious award, by the way. He's quite the person, Kieran Mullins.
Rutgers throws it away there. Loose ball on the ground, and Gallagher picks it up. He saved the day there for the Scarlet Knights.
I think Kieran's a little bit smarter than me. He's a pre-med cell biology and neuroscience. I guess rocket science was too easy for him.
Comes back outside.
Great young man.
And Rutgers with 25 seconds on the shot
he's
clock.
got a matchup. Mullins has a short stick on him. He's going to be looking to pass. Yeah, good switch by Stony Brook. Now Charlotte Beatty's little fake flip to no avail.
15 on the shot clock. Ross Scott
there's a look.
Delivers to Gallagher, but his shot was deflected in front.
Going to get a loose ball push on Stony Brook. There you go. They got that right.
So a new possession for the Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, on the violation, you get the clock is reset. It took me a while to say that, though.
But the Rutgers gets a break there because the shot clock was down to 4 seconds.
Yep, big break. Look inside.
Charlotte Beatties.
Oh, off the pipe again.
And the iron helps out Stony Brook there.
Oh, a little slap check in there.
Gallagher to Sherlyn Beatties. Kieran Mullins spins behind the goal. Mullins trying to break free. Comes on the near side to Sprock. Rutgers plenty of time here on a new possession. Still have a minute remaining. Sprock, though, winds up and fires it high.
They're getting the shots off. 55 on the shot clock. Plenty of time. 1:12 in the quarter.
Almost a minute left here. .40 seconds on the shot clock. Mullins wraps around. Comes back outside to Gallagher. Ryan Gallagher's had a terrific year. 9 goals on the season. And in front, he's knocked down. A flag flies.
Well, where is the ball?
So a flag flies. This will be a call against Stony Brook.
Well, there's no doubt there. It's just a matter of who's going to get the push, 20 or 14.
.47 seconds left in the period. Rutgers with a chance to regain the lead.
So it's 46 on the shot clock. On the game clock. And Rutgers will be up for 30 seconds. Rutgers 4 of 11 this year on man up, which is pretty good. I mean, anything 30% or more, Lou, is very good on extra man nowadays.
So it is a 30-second penalty called against C.J. Trenkle.
Starting a 1-3-2 from behind, counting from behind. They're going to morph into a 2-2-2. They got a shot!
Right in front, a beautiful pass just to the side of the cage. And the Scarlet Knights take the lead.
Well-designed play, great ball movement. You'll see it right here. They went from a 1-3-2 to a 2-2. Mullins wide open on a doorstep from the left side, buries it.
So Kieran Mullins answering the bell here in the late stages of the third quarter with 2 straight goals. And Rutgers is on top 9-8.
Right there, you saw that clear through, and Stony Brook was completely confused in their rotation.
33 seconds left in the third quarter. Face
here
off.
We go, down the pipe.
Controlled by Deskowitz. He flips it off inside, and Hahn scores.
Boy, no goal. Going to be inside the crease.
Waved off, no goal for Stony Brook. As Hahn put it in, but his foot was inside the crease.
Stony Brook sideline not happy about that call.
Meanwhile, 14 seconds left in the quarter. Here's a shot.
Oh!
Brennan Kamish with a twisting spin-around shot puts Rutgers up by 2.
Brennan Kamish, very aware of the shot clock. A quick stop, change direction, and fires it low and away.
So what a turn of events after Stony Brook is denied. Kamish comes right back down with 6 seconds left and scores.
Now again, the all-important face, you see it right there. When he turned on that double, he had the presence of mind to create space by taking a step back, similar to basketball when you fade away on a jump shot. Just step back off of that left foot, plant on your right, and let it go.
Final seconds of the period. And it looks like a push is called.
Push with 1 second left to go. He's going to get a free shot from there. I don't like these. Here's a whistle. It's going to be blown. It's going to be a shot from outside. Goalies aren't used to taking shots from the restraining line. So another Stony Brook player down. He looks like he's holding his hamstring.
It looks like Austin Deskowitz, who's played a very solid game for Stony Brook. And so he comes off and needs some help as well. It's the second Stony Brook player who's had to leave the game due to injury. 1 second left.
See, everybody stands in front of the cage trying to screen the goalie. He should shoot low.
This is Devin O'Leary who will take the shot.
He's a tough. This This is like a free soccer shot.
O'Leary does have 2 goals on the season. He fires
nice
it.
Check on that. See that?
And Russo was able to make the stop, but there was a tricky play there. And Rutgers with some momentum heading in. Back at SHI Stadium, Rutgers up 10-8 as we hit the 4th quarter. Scarlet Knights trying to win their 3rd game of the season. It has been a wild affair, up and down, both teams going on streaks during the contest. And Rutgers sending in number 9, Michael Ott, to take that faceoff, but Stony Brook will have possession to begin the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Palmer Lloyd is not facing off. Hopefully he's not injured. We haven't seen him in a few faceoffs, and he was very successful earlier in this game.
So Stony Brook with possession, a chance to cut the deficit to 1. Seawolves coming in 3-1 on the season. Very big game for them, of course, as well. Here's the shot.
Oh, nice save.
Russo went down low to rob Mike
Ride by Stony Brook.
They get it back. Van Genhoven was able to flip it towards the goal, but Russo, an easy play. Here comes Rutgers on the run. Danager quickly up the field for the Scarlet Knights.
Pull it, yep.
Sherlyn Beatties goes side of the cage here to Mullins. It's a big possession here for Rutgers, a chance to put themselves up by 3.
Yep, that was a good note take on that shot. Get your first midfield on offensively. They're still subbing. Rutgers still subbing. A long stick on.
Scott wraps around the circle, comes back outside, and Rutgers resets with 35 seconds remaining.
Turn to the outside. Now you're going to make the next pass. Nope, they elect to dodge.
Coin goes to Sherlyn Beatties. Mullins cut off there. Good defense by Piquel.
They're going to have to make a switch here. Get that long stick back on Mullins, which they do.
15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Comes back outside to Coin. Coin tries to go low.
They're going to reset that clock.
And Stony Brook unhappy with that, but Rutgers has possession, a brand new shot clock.
That was a great call by Mullins. Mullins put up his hand and made the circle sign. You know, he's standing behind that X, and he saw that the goalie touched the ball. Bollinger touched the ball, so he wanted. Oh, that's going off defense.
So Kieran Mullins still with possession.
It's a good possession by Rutgers, up by 2. You don't want to stall, but you want to maintain possession, get shots at the end of them at least.
Tommy Coyne has a little bit of room. He fires, then a save made by Bollinger. And here comes Stony Brook. Again, a chance to cut it to 1. Piquel up top. Comes near side. Van Genhoven way out.
Yeah, he's just stretching the defense, trying to get his offensive line on.
Wayne White with possession for the Seawolves. Gets around the defender. Kamish in front, has it knocked away. That's a good defensive play by Gene Felix, who was able to swipe the ball away.
Rutgers has numbers up on this restraining line, and
Mossessa gets to Kamish. Brennan Kamish puts it in, his second goal of the game.
That was great recognition by Rutgers, knowing where they had to be in the lanes on this transition. You watch it right here. The pass was made back. Beautiful pass to Brennan. Brennan puts it up top.
Great look and pass by Mossessa, and Kamish puts it in.
Mossessa showing right there why he was Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week last week with his athletic prowess and ability to pass the ball with that long stick.
And Brennan Kamish with a 2-goal game. He, by the way, great note, Rick, that you pointed out to me earlier that Brennan's brother Joey was the high scorer with 3 in the Loyola game. First 3 goals of the season playing for Loyola.
Oh, there's a shot right there and right back. Comes Stony Brook on a shot by Renz Collin.
That was quick. Renz Collin, sophomore out of Rocky Point, Long Island, transfer from Franklin Pierce, able to put it home. And just like that, Stony Brook is back to within 2.
Yeah, it's going to be a back-and-forth game. Yeah, as you mentioned, Kemish brother played against Rutgers last week, had 3 goals in that game against Rutgers. And those are his first 3 goals. You see it right here, right off the face-off. This is the second or third goal that Rutgers has given up right off the face-off.
You saw a quick shot there, Brian Breck on the sidelines for Rutgers. He was obviously not happy with that sequence right there.
It's a coach's nightmare when you score on a great game, motivation goes in your favor, and then right off the face-off, you come right down and put one in to silence you.
And now the Seawolves can draw to within 1 again. They're down by 2. It's 11-9. Stony Brook has outshot Rutgers by 3, 40-37. And that shot score. Once again, the Seawolves able to answer. Matt Anderson with the goal. And we have a lot of time left, just under 11 minutes. It's a 1-goal game.
Yeah, Stony Brook is just bringing the pressure on. Right there. Just a quick dodge left, go right. Get your hands free and let it go hard and low.
So the Scarlet Knights lead is just 1 now, 11-10. Stony Brook has scored 2 unanswered goals to climb right back in.
Well, Palmer Lloyd is back out there taking face-offs, Lou.
Well, that's a good sign for Rutgers, but Stony Brook wins the face-off.
Yeah, Wayne White came up with that loose ball.
And
again, Stony Brook's going to call a possession timeout as Wayne White was about to lose that ball.
So there is a timeout on the field. 10:45 remaining, 4th quarter. Tight one here on this Saturday afternoon. Rutgers leads at 11-10 on BTN Plus.
Is this new?
It's a cough button, yeah.
I know, but
yeah.
This is new, right?
Yeah, well, we had it, for other sports this year, but yeah, for lacrosse, yeah.
I saw you do it. I'm like, what is he pushing?
Yeah,
So we always had these with Fios and
yeah,
which is good.
We never used to have them until this year. Well, this game is anybody's game.
I tell you.
It's not.
What's going on in the center up there? There's a lot of people in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're trying to stay warm, I guess. Yeah, they're watching the game from inside there, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
It's going to be 75 on the shot clock. 10:45 in the quarter. Stony Brook possession.
Ten minutes, 35 seconds remaining. Here in this 4th quarter, Stony Brook with possession following the timeout. And that pass gets away. Loose ball picked up, though, by Matt Anderson.
Tell you, Stony Brook does a nice job when that ball hits the turf. They get to it quickly.
Seawolves with an opportunity to tie the game up. Pass comes behind the goal. Now Up top to Anderson. Good ball movement by Stony Brook. Here's a shot. Score! Stony Brook ties the game on the goal by Caleb Pearson.
Nice dodge, re-dodge, steps into it. Watch right here. He'll dodge, then re-dodge, and on that re-dodge, he loses the defender, and he's able to put that ball in his left hand and take the shot. Sometimes after an offensive player dodges and stops, you figure it's all over. You have to reset your feet as a defender because all you got to do is dodge, re-dodge quickly, and you're lost in space, baby.
So a brand new game again. Rutgers and Stony Brook tied at 11 with tons of time remaining, just under 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. And face-off once again, won by Stony Brook. They're controlling the face-offs now as Renz Collin, who came into the game winning 52% of his face-offs this season, is beginning to dominate here in the fourth.
Yeah, he's starting to get into a flow pattern, figure out what he had to do. Wasn't working earlier for him, is working now.
Stony Brook can take the lead here. We're tied at 11.
So most of Stony Brook's offense in this second half is generated from up top rather than from behind. You can see they're attacking from up. And there it is again.
And there's a shot. Russo this time able to go up high and make the stop. Flips it out to Bullitt, and here comes Danicher, who clears it. He gets it across. Rutgers a chance to regain the lead. Tied at 11. Shot goes wide, but picked up by Rutgers behind the goal. There's a flag down. There is a flag down on the far side of the field as Rutgers throws it away.
Got a slash on Stony Brook. Rutgers will have an extra man opportunity. They'll have a 1-minute penalty, Stony Brook.
So a big opportunity here for the Scarlet Knights. With 8 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, they'll have a man-up advantage.
Rutgers was only man up one other time, a 30-second possession. They scored in the first 30-second penalty, rather, and they scored pretty quickly on that. Let's see what they could do with 1 minute. Again, from behind, up top, they start in a 1-3-2. Let's see if they morph into another formation.
Mullins.
You'll see it right here.
Behind the goal. Here comes the Sherlin Beatties on the right wing.
2-3-1, rotating up. Try to look inside. Good ball movement. Stony Brook rotating very well, though, on this.
Less than 30 seconds left on the penalty. Rutgers wheeling it around. James Ringer.
Oh!
Misfires. That was kind of like a halfway between a shot and a pass, and Mullins was not ready for that.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to hit Mullins down low, and the ball got away from him. A little bit of indecision. You're right, Lou. Creating a bad pass.
So now Stony Brook can jump on top. We're tied at 11, 7:45 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Stony Brook killed a penalty. They're both back to 6v6.
Here's Anderson. Way up top, Matt Anderson. Pearson fires and scores. Caleb Pearson, another goal for Stony Brook, this time just under the crossbar. And Stony Brook takes a 12-11 lead.
Well, Caleb Pearson has found his hot spot. 12 yards upfield, 13 yards upfield. Let's see where he shoots from. Right up top, he's found it. He's just going to let it go from there. You'll see it right there. There's his hot spot. Pretty far out. He must have a lot of heat on that ball.
So Rutgers trails by a goal with 7:29 remaining.
Good ground ball pickup on the face-off.
Picked up by Renz Conlon again. He has dominated, as we said, here in the second half. And that's been a big factor in the comeback for Stony Brook.
Rutgers has to make a stand right now, defensively.
Connor Grippy flips it back. 40 seconds on the shot clock. 6:45 left in regulation. Grippy on the near side. McCannell. 30 seconds on the shot clock.
Good ball moving by Stony Brook. He's going to get a shot off there. How did that sneak in?
And Connor Grippy with a huge goal gives Stony Brook
you'll
a
see
2-goal lead.
Yeah, that was a well-placed shot, Lou. You'll see it go right between the pipe right there. He just didn't get enough angle on it.
Well, now the Scarlet Knights up against it here. They're down by 2 with 6:28 remaining. And the problem is that Rutgers has not been able to get possession of late because Stony Brook has dominated in the face-off circle.
Yeah. Once again, these situations, when you get scored on and get up by a goal or two, you need to win some face-offs.
And a ball loose on the ground, picked up by Stony Brook.
Michael Ott out there for Rutgers. Lost once again to Renz Conlon. These are big possessions for Stony Brook. They're going to want to go the length of the 80 seconds that they have. Try to get this clock down.
They have a 2-goal lead with 6 minutes remaining.
It's a lot of time.
Up top, Wayne White. There's the shot. Goes up high.
Rutgers has to get out on these gloves. They're giving them way too much time out top.
35 seconds left.
Gonna have to start sliding out and pressing a little bit sooner.
White gets around 2 defenders. Fires. Rousseau is able to get a piece of it. That one popped all the way up, straight up from the goal, and was picked up by Stony Brook.
Yeah, he pushed the defender out. Rutgers came up with the ball, was pushed out at the end line, and that'll give Stony Brook a full 80 seconds more.
With 5:17 remaining. Looks like a broken stick. So that momentarily stops the clock. Stony Brook has a 2-goal lead and possession. Wayne White up top for the Seawolves. White maneuvers in, draws 2 defenders, takes a check.
You're going to have a slash on Rutgers.
They'll get Gene Felix on this one.
So Stony Brook with 57 seconds left on this shot clock should keep the ball and just take the full 57 seconds left because they're going to get a minute penalty to follow this. So in essence, they'll have 2 minutes. They could take 2 minutes off a 4-minute game here, 4.5-minute game. Very unfortunate situation for Rutgers on that slash.
Down to 25 seconds on the shot clock.
They're going to get a free shot here.
Piquel. Garrett Bullitt trying to knock it away from him. Wayne White maneuvers in, takes the shot, scores! Huge goal by Wayne White. And Stony Brook takes a 3-goal lead with 4:06 remaining.
And a 1-minute penalty because he's going to have to serve the penalty on this. You see how he gets inside there? Very smart, goes down, hip to hip, steps inside. There's nothing the defender can do. So with 4:06 left, Lou, Rutgers will be down 60 seconds with 4:06 left.
Scarlet Knights down by 3 goals.
Penalty on Rutgers number 81, Jared Jean Felix for slashing. 1-minute penalty.
Jared Jean Felix called for the penalty. 1 minute man advantage for the Seawolves.
And the all-important face-off to follow.
And Stony Brook has possession.
So now again, Lou, Stony Brook will hold this ball for the full 60 seconds, or at least 50 of it, before they take a shot. If they want to take a shot at all.
They have a 3-goal advantage.
You know, I would take a shot with 10 seconds left to go, knowing that, if it was the other way around and you weren't doing very well in face. So here's a shot. It was wide.
But Stony Brook keeps possession. 46 seconds left on the shot clock. And 22 seconds left on the penalty.
Here's a shot. And a beautiful save by Rousseau.
Rousseau, big play, but then on the outlet, he
No.
throws it away.
When it goes bad, it goes bad.
Tried to hit Robert Marin on the outlet, trying to get something quick, but Stony Brook gets it back. They have a fresh shot clock. The penalty has expired, but there's 60 seconds left on the shot clock and 2:53 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Rutgers is going to have to take their chances now. They're going to have to push out and start doubling the ball. Can't let them stay there with 45 seconds left to go. You're going to have to make a move here.
Stony Brook has a 3-goal lead.
And here comes a shot.
McCannell comes back outside. Peichel to White. 2:20 left on the game clock. 25 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, Rutgers is going to have to go. Got to get out of that zone in the slide. You just got to go man to man.
White takes the shot, bounces
Take your
away.
chances.
14 seconds on the shot clock. And
Officials timeout. They're asking if the clock should be reset. Shot clock, let's see.
well, that would be a huge decision if the shot clock is reset with just 2:05 left. Actually, it looks like you have a player shaking up.
Yeah, Coach wanted to get one of his players out for an injury.
That's Wayne White. He comes out. No, it's not White, excuse me.
Yeah, White came on.
White came on. Looks like it was Chris Piquel maybe who was shaken up, number 13.
So Rutgers doubling the ball now. Stony Brook just elects to throw it out of bounds.
Less than 2 minutes left in regulation. Rutgers is down by 3. Scarlet Knights obviously have their work cut out for them. They've got to score quickly. Daniger brings it up. There's a shot. Save made by Bollinger. A kick save. Sherlock Beatties picks up the loose ball. And a timeout called by Rutgers. So timeout on the field. 1:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Stony Brook trying to win a big one on the road. Seawolves have a 3-goal lead. They're up 14-11 on BTN+. Face-off, which is something, Rick, they have not been able to do here in the second half.
It's just unfortunate that they are having this situation. Hey, a lot of games left. A lot of coaching. Figure it out. Got to figure it out.
Ethan Rawl is in there to take the face-off here for Rutgers. Renz Conlon has been dominant here in the second half. He shovels it up ahead. The ball is loose on the ground. What's the call?
Rutgers is out of the box. Defender went to kick it, put his foot out of the box. Before possession, Stony Brook comes up with the ball.
So now the Seawolves effectively can kill the game here.
Yep.
There's only 1:20 remaining on the game clock.
Rutgers doubling the ball. He'll just throw it to the box. Rutgers comes up with it.
Yeah, Rutgers with a good job there defensively, able to take it away. Excellent job by the Scarlet Knights. Here's Sherlin Beatties, takes the shot.
Oh, baby!
Adam Sherlin Beatties with a rifle shot. And Rutgers draws to within one. It's 14-13. Not over yet. 1:03 remaining.
That's the game of lacrosse. It's never over until it's over.
Scarlet Knight bench fired up, but again, they've got to get possession here. Sherlin Beatties, what a shot.
Zach, you see it right there. He just lets that go. He's so strong in his wrists that he doesn't have to actually wind up and plant his feet. Let it go on a run.
So another huge face-off. And again, Ethan Rawl is in there for the Scarlet Knights to take it. Rutgers needs possession to have an opportunity to tie the game.
He just drew it back.
Conlon has it. Rawl knocks it away from him. The ball still.
Oh, no. We got flags all over the field here. It's going to go against Rutgers.
Russo picks it up. Shoveled out by Rutgers. And diving was Rawl, but there are 3 penalty flags on the field. This is obviously going against RU.
Yeah.
With 42.6 seconds remaining. Rutgers trying to do everything they could to try to get possession.
I think you can have 2 slashes here. Well, didn't see much there.
Well, they call it on Ethan Rawl, and that will be a 1-minute penalty, of course. So Rutgers a man down for the end of regulation.
Rutgers asked for a stick check here. I believe they're going to check Renz Collins' stick. They can't believe that ball didn't come out of the stick, so they're probably thinking that pocket might have been illegal.
So the officials will check it out. With 42.6 seconds remaining.
Now they got the measuring stick out there. So it's obviously the pocket's not deep. It's coming right out. See what they're doing right there? They take the ball, put it in a stick, and then see if the ball comes out. They measure, see if the stick is wide, too narrow rather. Looks like all is good in the world of Stony Brook right now.
All right, 42.6 seconds here. What can Rutgers do to try to get possession somehow?
Well, they're going to obviously double the ball. Well, you can't. You're man down. Take their chances and just get out quickly. Stony Brook is going to hold on to the ball. Just unfortunate circumstances for Rutgers, you know, in key situations where there's flags and not winning faceoffs, comes back to bite you. They are going to double the ball, pull the goalie out, see if they can get possession here.
Yeah, they're trying to knock it away. They do. Let's see.
Oh, no. They're saying that Stony Brook called timeout before he lost possession.
So
yeah.
Van Genhoven had possession, and then the ball got knocked away, but Stony Brook called a timeout prior to the ball being knocked away from him. So timeout on the field, 35 seconds left, 35.7 seconds left, and Rutgers down by a goal.
It's a good timeout by Stony Brook. Knowing that ball was doubled and he was running out of room, was able to get the timeout just before they lost possession of that ball.
Timeout, Rutgers down by a goal. 35.7 seconds left. Rutgers trailing by 1. But, of course, Stony Brook has possession here.
So Rutgers going to double the ball. They're going to pull the goalie from the cage to cover the closest man to the cage. And you see Stony Brook, they're not going to put anybody near the cage, so the goalie has to be way out to cover anyone. Everybody's locked on. Stony Brook puts a player on late. There we go.
Venkenhoven double teamed. Still has possession, trying to race away from Bullitt. Here's a flag. A flag has been thrown. Rutgers picks up the ball, but this will be another penalty against Rutgers.
You know, the official right there. You double team the ball in a situation like this, and you're desperate for a possession. You're letting the sticks fly. You got to go for it. Official doing a nice job being right on top of it.
So Wayne White will start it up. So Rutgers 2 men down right now. Russo trying to take the ball away, and Rutgers throws the ball away. They took it away, and then they tried to toss it up ahead and threw it away.
Yeah, Russo just trying to get that ball to anybody he could.
So Stony Brook picks it up with 13.4, and White
did a nice job. He split them. Rutgers does come up with it again.
Masessa all the way down the field with the pass to Sherlin-Beatties. Sherlin-Beatties trying to pick it up. He can't quite pick it up, and the game comes to an end. Stony Brook defeats Rutgers 14-13. So close. Sherlin-Beatties was trying to pick up the ball and get a shot off, but he just couldn't corral it.
Yeah, he was doing everything he could to take the ball, catch it, and just shoot it in the same motion. And that's, you rush it like that, that's what's going to happen. You're going to drop it more often than not.
So tough loss for the Scarlet Knights. The second straight week they lose by 1 goal. And Stony Brook, this is a huge win for them on the road. They improved to 4-1 on the year, and the Sea Wolves win it 14-13. Rutgers will try to pick up the pieces now. A tough game next week on the road at number 10 Princeton.
Yeah, well, you have to rebound. I mean, you have no choice. Come back to the drawing board, get back to practice, study a little game film, and see if you can wrap